of yesteryear. We are on Bet Tevet, the second of Tevet, happens to be Zot Chanukah, the last night of Chanukah, naturally, marks the Hilula of a really great Kurdistani rabbi. He was a great Kabbalist also. His name was Hamukubal, Rabbi Pinchas Moqdessi Z'tl, one of the great rabbis of Kurdistan. I believe he was born actually in English in 1914, and he passed away in January 2018, naturally on Bet Tevet. Let's explore a few of the highlights of the great rabbi's life. Now, he was born, as we said before, in Kurdistan, in Iran in of itself, in the year 1914. And at one stage, he would make aliyah to the land of Israel. And he was like, let's say, late starter when it came to writing professionally and reading brilliantly. And used to cry that he wasn't able to necessarily achieve this and was attending the synagogues for a long time. And it's actually interesting, Rabbi Yaakov Mutsafi, one of the great rabbis who's spoken about the great Mutsafi rabbinic dynasty and related over a video on the Hilula of Rabbi Yaakov Mutsafi, he would actually help him and guide him within regards to educating him within regards to Torah to become a very, very high level. And it's actually interesting, he would actually, the diligence when he was learning the Torah, he would start learning Kabbalah, and it became apparent the greatness within regards to tefillot and using the kavanot, the Kabbalistic intentions when he was davening, and his humbleness and his avat Yisrael for all of the Jewish nation. It increased tremendously and gave him a great reputation. Eventually, he would be appointed the head, let's say, of the yeshiva, of Kabbalistic yeshiva of the Marachav, I think based in the neighborhood of the synagogue of the Abrahamov area, in the Bukharian neighborhood in Jerusalem. And he was known as, let's just say, one of the leading sages of the Kurdistani community in Israel, without a doubt. Now, he became a great author also, which is interesting to point out. He would actually print a book, like a explanation, I believe, on the Sefer Xayim. This is obviously based on the great book of Rabbi Chaim Vital, rabbi we've spoken about on various occasions before, one of the great rabbis from Tzfat, especially during the 15 and 1600s periods in of itself. Now, he passed away on Zot Chanukah in, I believe, in the year 2018, which was 6 years ago from the time of passing, and he was buried, I believe, in Har Zaitim. Now, it's actually interesting. He was, without that, one of the greatest Kabbalists in Jerusalem, which we stated before. And he passed away, he was 104 years old. And he actually famously was a chavruta of the Rosh Yeshiva of Yeshivat Porat Yosef. Let's say Yeshivat Porat Yosef is a bastion of the Sephardi Yeshivot in entire land of Israel, and would study Kabbalah with a famous Rabbi Moshe Tzadka. He's a current head of Porat Yosef, the son of the previous Rosh Yeshiva, Rabbi Yehuda Tzadka, another great rabbi of his time. And he was buried, as we stated before, in Har Zaitim, the Mount of Olives burial cemetery area. Don't forget to light candles in his memory. Naturally, Bet Tevet is his Hilula, 6 years. And friends, we've already covered maybe about at least a dozen, the great Chachamim from Kurdistan. It's a long series. We are trying to cover through the history of many of the great rabbis from the Sephardic Oriental countries. Please, everyone, subscribe to the channel. We're a community here. We are learning about the great rabbis of yesteryear, especially on the date of the Yahrzeit, the Hilula. And we've covered about 550 great Chachamim. Please, if you happen to be related to any of these great rabbis, please send me an email. Please subscribe. I'm wishing you all well. And Chanukah Sameach, because we're on the last day of Chanukah at the time I'm recording this. So wishing you all well and take care.